So I'm an instrumentalist as well. I don't do any vocals, but I do have like narrations in the back of my music. So I'm going to be playing a little bit of that for y'all, as well as the Native American flute. I'm a multi instrumentalist, so I play a little bit of like a lot of things. But for this performance, I'm going to be playing my new flute I just got in Colorado in Breckenridge. I've been loving this thing. It has been kicking ass and doing kind of everything I wanted to do. And then I also have my keyboard here, so you guys can see what I'm doing over there. But yeah, I play, quite a few things. I play the flute, I play the guitar, I play piano. I was first a composer, and that kind of led me into my whole music thing because I wanted to be a film composer. And so I learned a little bit about everything. I learned about brass instruments, I learned about woodwind instruments, strings, all in an effort to kind of, um, you know, learn more and so you can compose better for them. Um, and so I was actually going to school for music and everything, and I got sick, had to drop out of school, and on top of that, just a lot of things piled up on me, and we found out after 5 years that I had lupus, which, if for you guys who don't know, it's an autoimmune disorder. It's where your antibodies start attacking your own body. It attacks your lungs, your kidneys, your heart, your liver. It's pretty brutal. But one of the big things about learning about it is like knowing that you have it. And when you know that you have it, it's like a particular set of things that you got to do. And once you got that down packed, which I've been doing for, well, I was diagnosed in 2016, so almost 10 years now. I've been learning to live my life and relive my life to live with it and not against it. And so, one of the big things that I picked up while being, and I felt like the deathbed for me, but it was pretty rough certain times, and I had to stop playing a lot of instruments. I was really big into saxophone, was another big one that I played a lot, and it became really hard on my lungs to play it. And so I had to give that one up, as well as a whole slew of other instruments that I just couldn't play anymore. And so, yeah, Native American flute, actually, I picked it up because, one, I fell in love with the sound as I heard it for the first time. But then after that, I ended up getting one for myself and playing it, and found out to my great surprise that it's very easy on the lungs to play. You don't have to put much pressure out at all. And if anything, if you put too much pressure, you'll make a nasty sound. So it's very, very gentle on the lungs. In fact, many people use it to help repair their lungs. It helps their breathing and everything. So it's a very healing instrument to play it and to hear the sounds. And so it's like that's a big part of my performance, is like imparting some of those healing sounds onto you, everybody. But I also like to get pretty exciting. I like fun music. I'm a product of the internet myself, and so I feel fun is a part of medicine too, and how it's a healing thing in itself. So I like to do a little bit of everything. So I recently just got back into live performing too. My first one officially would be like last year in Zalpalooza. And for those who don't know, I'm one of the founders of the ZAO. It stands for Z Talent Artist Organization. That's a part of everyone who's putting everything out here in Spatial, as well as the COC, the Community of Communities. Just wanted to thank everybody so much for our communities coming together and collaborating on this. So that's one cool thing, but not to diverge too much. My first like performance, getting back and actually doing something as an artist, was in last year in April of 2023. So, or excuse me, 2024. Anyways, so now I really started getting my set together this last December, and since then I've gotten my set to like 40 minutes, and I'm still cranking it up. I have a lot of music. I've been making music since 2006. And so I have over hundreds of tracks, because it just builds up after time. But not all my tracks were my artistry, and what you guys are going to hear is more of what I'm trying to do as an artist. Because, like I was saying before, I wanted to be a film composer. So I've done a lot of custom music, a lot of stuff for animations, a lot of stuff like orchestral music. But as an artist, I really like to lean in more to EDM. Because who doesn't like some of that stuff, and it's always been a huge joy of mine. I also like trap, I like hip hop, I like a lot of different things, so you'll hear a lot of those notes and a little bit of what I do. And so yeah, so for those who've never heard the Native American style flute, I'll give you a little snippet of that now. Just So yeah, it's a very has that haunting, very dark sound, and so but it's also gentle and lovely, and I just love the way it sounds, and I put it in my music all the time. So this has been my companion for a little bit now. And yeah, so let's just get into it. Enough talking. Wanted to give you a nice intro.